wife is watching Bones, in case you hear background noise. Let's see who's going to be on here. Somebody's here. That was quick. Chase. No, I think Chase beat you. Jeremy. Matthias. You got an addition to what? What was the ad for? Was it for that Wolverine sharpening system or some other garbage pull-through sharpening system? Just out of curiosity. I'm just curious what ads pop up on my channel. Didn't pay attention, just waited until it skipped. Have you guys seen the Allstate commercials that are like, please, you skip, save yourself, you don't have to be here? The one where you're like, what's up, Tammy? That, like, the actors are like, just skip, you don't want to have to see this. Travel clothes. I'm curious. I would love to know how much YouTube actually makes per ad compared to what I make per ad. Because, you know, it's got to start increasing, because the more and more people that predominantly watch YouTube. I know I don't watch TV anymore. Watch YouTube. Netflix has actually started making, not Netflix, Amazon Prime has started putting ads at the beginning of their TV shows and stuff, and videos that you play, and so, you know, but I think they're ads for their own stuff. I don't think it's like outside ads. I'm wondering when and how much. Hang on a second, this is dirty. What I'm saying is eventually they're gonna have to start, there reaches a point where they have to. Well, that's the thing. It's gonna become a thing where you're gonna have to watch. What's up? So it's gonna become a thing where you basically are stuck watching them. I mean, it's happening now. I don't choose. There's non-skippable ads at the beginnings of my videos now. I don't click that little button. As a matter of fact, I go through and I try to make sure there's no non-skippable ads, but it still happens. So, you know, what I'm wondering is when they're going to start and properly compensate creators, because I guarantee that the price per, I don't like the idea of paying for something that I don't have to. I watch Pluto. I'm gonna tell you guys, I watch ads all the time, because I don't see the sense in paying for something if ad revenue can pay for it. I mean, because basically that's what you're doing. You're paying YouTube. No, they will. They will, because what'll happen is there will be a lawsuit eventually. No, but here's the thing. There will be a lawsuit, and what'll happen is it'll go back to the Lawful and Equal Compensation Act that they had years ago for creators of certain things, and then those would get for guys that design and creation, for intellectual rights and things like that, to make sure that people get paid for their intellectual rights. There was a law that came out, and this was in the 70s, where people that were working for design companies and things like that, like, let's make an example. Let's say, I don't think it was one of them, but like Ronco, all these as seen on TV products. at which people were making a killing on these companies, but the people that were actually designing them just didn't get fucking much in the way of money. And so they came up with this where you had to have amicable and fair compensation for said designs. Well, they're going to have to, eventually it's going to come to a head where that's going to happen. Because the thing is, these ad rates that companies are paying to put ads on YouTube are going to have to start equating to what you pay for on TV. Because there's a lot of people that don't even watch TV. I don't watch TV anymore. I watch YouTube. And I don't do this to make money. Fuck, this would be part of a get rich slow program, to tell you the truth, if that was the case. But I am going to, Jeremy Russell, was it you or was it Jeremy Morris that bought me the cushion that's currently on my bar stool that I sit at? Okay, then I didn't say they would have it. I said if anybody had it, it would be. Where are you at? And it begins. Time out, Peter. See? This happens because you don't listen. You take parts of what I say. I said if anybody had it, it would be Niagara. If they don't have it, I don't know what to tell you. So, that irritates me, is when people, I tell them something over the phone. Matt was there. I told him, if they don't have it, I don't know who would. They would probably be your best bet. And if they have it, they can probably have it for you in different thicknesses. They would be the place to have it. Now, if you went to Niagara Specialty Metals instead of just Niagara Metals, which Niagara Metals is just a scrapyard, because I don't know how good his internet research skills are, but water. Anyway, back to the actual thing that I was talking about. Those ad rates are going to have to increase. Google has got to have been able to corner enough of the ad market and enough per capita viewership that they can start charging more for ad revenue, which is good, because then they don't have to do the double ad thing, which I don't give a fuck. People are like, oh fuck, YouTube's running double ads. So skip them. Skip them. People are like, oh, you tell people to skip ads. I don't make any money on YouTube, guys. Keith Robinson, if you're out there, your knife showed up. I don't even remember what we said we were going to do on this. I got some shipping to do today. First things first is some shipping has to be done. Dude, this thing is dangerous. I have a Benchmade that Nico got from one of his friends, and if you even bump, I mean, barely touch. Oh wait, I locked it. I'm talking even barely touch it. But somebody burnt the edge on this on a grinder, and it took a lot of work to get this thing sharp. And it still doesn't feel sharp. It's because it's so thick. There was a lot of grinding that had been done on this, and you could say, and it wasn't even close to sharp. There was like no apex on it. We don't know who did it or on what, but it still doesn't feel sharp. It's sharp, but it's just so thick behind the edge now because there was so much material removed. Don't know who did it. And then I finished this knife, finally. I talked to the customer, and then I had to do a spa treatment. I finished the edge on this Saventi. God, it got sharp. Finished the Saventi. Just doesn't feel, that forward edge just doesn't feel sharp. It's the same thing. It just doesn't feel sharp. It is. It's hair popping, but it just feels just doesn't feel it. Yeah, I know, they're great guys. I love those guys, they're great. So I gotta send that back today. I'm gonna ship that stuff off and then sharpen the Curtis. And the only thing I've really got left to do is I have to sharpen that Browse that I refinished before I start on the stuff that is like pending. This is the stuff left over from last week. This got done. Actually, it's not left over. This is just stuff that I did. This is that refinish with the black and purple and man, that came out good. I think this is like my favorite refinish in a while with the black and purple and then the pocket clip what matches the accoutrement that came with it. So what's everybody else up to? I just been bogarting all the fucking talk time. Your stuff is all done except for I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do your stuff. I've been looking at it and I think some of it is too, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been playing with trying to see if I can mask that stuff and some of it's so shallow I don't think I can mask it. I was looking at maybe anoing it and I anode it once and then stripped it back all off with multi-etch. So your stuff's all sharp. I'm gonna send everything back this week except the one I'm still working on. It's the pocket clip I know I can do. It's everything else. I'm just not sure what I'm gonna be able to do on those fish. Because I don't want to throw ceramic on it and have to blast and do a bunch of stuff on it a bunch of different times. I don't know. You know, I've set it down, I've taken it apart, I've looked at it, I've felt how deep some of the engravings are, and I'm not 100% sure what I'm gonna do or how I'm gonna do it. I know I can do the pocket clip real easy. It's a lot deeper because it's flat. It's the ones out towards the rounded area that I'm worried about. But all your others, everything's sharp. So I think I'm gonna send everything, especially those Gavcos you sent me. I'm gonna send that stuff out. I'm probably gonna do a shipping run today. I do have some stuff that came in. I want to finish one knife. I wanted to talk to the guy. I'll go get it. I'll show you. Hang on. So I got a Hinderer that came in, and I like this newer Hinderer. I like the newer Hinderers. There's just one thing about them I don't like, and it's the flipper tab. So this is a Hinderer XM 18 3-inch, I think is what this is. No, I have the it's XM30. I'm sorry, XM30. That's what it is. It's a 3-inch, and it's a really nice knife. But the problem is, it's got a. Let me see. Can I get it in? There's a spot right there where it's just so low. Can you see it? It's right to there. Everything's fine, and then there's a low spot. There it is. You see it, apex is down, and it swoops up. It's just. I told the customer I was going to fix it today. I want to get this done to send it out. This is the only knife I had an issue with out of the entire box of stuff this guy sent me. And I'm trying not to get down, I don't want to get down into the, but see, that's the problem. It has a small choil, but the problem is that it thickens. I'm going to play with it and see what I can do. If not, I'm going to tell him it needs a choil, but the problem is the finish, and it's DLC. It came that way. It came from the factory direct to me. It was sent to me from Hinderer. I do like this though. I like the blade shape. I like the grind. It's very well done. Rick's newer knives, I really do like them. I still, like I said, I just don't like that because when I'm holding it and I'm using it, it digs right into my finger and it hurt, I mean, uncomfortably sharp. What's up, Ashton? So that, I've got to finish that, and then this is going out today. And then, so I got to work on this. Once I'm done with this, I can ship his stuff out to him. And this one came with the person who hand tuned it, assembled and tuned by. And then it has the instruction sheet on how to change out the tri-way pivot system. It has washers and everything in it. So this has bearings in it now, but you can also change it out to washers if you want. So I thought that was kind of cool that he's sending them out like that now. This is the first new one I've had come in a while. I like the way they feel in hand. Like I said, everything except that pocket clip, that hook right there. When you got big hands like me, and you get to trying to use it, it just digs into your hand. I was feeling like if I was going to use that for any heavy cutting, it's going to dig right into my hand. So I've seen all of one Guthrie knife. It's a slicer. Ah. Oh. Seizure medicine. So yeah, I'm gonna end this in just a couple minutes. I gotta get started on some stuff. Like I said, I gotta pack stuff up, get it back out to customers. I didn't do any shipping Friday. I went up to the shop and did heat treat Friday morning. So I didn't get anything shipped out. I didn't get done with that until around 7 or so. My brain, Peter. I get seizures from my brain. Does it really matter why I get seizures? Is that something that we were talking about? I believe you can find it in some of my older videos. I fell down an access trunk on a ship and I hit my head real bad. Same time I broke my neck when I was in my early 20s. Got some minor brain damage and it causes minor seizures. So, anyway. What do you mean, yesterday? It's no big deal. Yeah, I'm gonna end this. I just was, I thought about doing a live feed yesterday, but I just wanted to rest yesterday, so I did. Saturday I did some puttering around stuff and finished up some emails. I got a couple more emails that came in when we started this, so I'm gonna end this. Guys, I'm gonna try and do a video. I'm gonna try and figure out if I can get through this stuff. I'm gonna try and get a video put up. I'm gonna start getting mystery boxes put together. So I'm gonna lay everything out. I'll go through stuff and see what everything. That's fine, John. And I'm gonna respond to your email. You can still get them to me if you want to just send them to me. You can get them to me for. I'm still doing that Blade Show sale until Friday this week. So everything will be the basic sharpening price. So. And if you guys want, if you don't have something that you need to send right now, but you're going to have to send in a few days, you can just kind of prepay it. If, say, you've got something coming like, oh, crap, it won't be here till next week. Well, you can prepay it if you know what it is, and then you can just prepay it and then just put it in the note when you do get the thing and send it. I'm going to allow that for right now. And then I am going to have to say, though, any monies from now on that get sent to me are not refundable. If you decide you're sending me something, we're going to consider it. It's a set deal because basically if you're sending me money, and based on work coming, you know, then and then it just doesn't happen for weeks and weeks and weeks. I'm not gonna, you know, because once I pay myself, I pay taxes on that. I paid back a guy $195 that he had paid me weeks ago. We talked about this, but the fact was that I talked about this on my Instagram live feed. And I understand the circumstances, and I did pay him back, and I wanted to pay him back. I understand the situation he's in, but the fact was, the problem is, that money goes into my PayPal account. After about a week, that goes into my business account, and then on a paycheck period, I pay myself. That's just how it works. And if I paid myself that money and have to turn around and pay the fee to put the money back into PayPal, and then have to pay it to him, not only have I paid taxes on it, I paid the fees on it, so it was significantly more than the amount that he paid me. You see what I'm saying? So it really, it stings. And I did order belts, so I am going to work on a few knives. I got a couple things that I'm going to work on. I've got a few knives that I'm going to make. I have 2 knives left to finish, and that finishes all the pre-orders for the Hornets. And I made sure I had a few extra for overrun in case something got damaged and stuff like that, just to have overstock in case something happened to heat treat. So any of those, so one of those is going to get done here before too long, and we'll see what I'm going to do it as a offer it up and see who wants it for what. So there'll be a few of them. I think I have enough to make maybe 3 extra. One of them is going to be a little bit, it's going to be a one-off because it got a little damaged at one point somewhere along the line, so I'm going to have to kind of modify the shape of the handle a little bit. I don't know how it happened. I don't know if it was in double disc grind or if it was in water jet or what, but it's a little off from the others. So, all right, guys, take it easy. I will see y'all later. I'll try and get a video up today. I can't promise anything, but there will be another video this week. It's going to be mystery boxes and a couple other things. I got some stuff I want to do some videos about. So you guys take it easy, and I'll talk to you later. There's the button.